Ugh. Yep, that'll do. Oh, I'm a minute early. Morning! Give me a second. I'm trying to get my live up. It's not working on my computer. But good morning, everybody. Hi, Cindy. Why is this not working? There we go. I'm just trying to get the comments up so I can see you on my laptop. So give me 2 seconds. There we go. Mute that. And then we're good. Awesome. Ugh. Good morning, everybody. Is anybody sewing along today? I'm just curious. Because if so, I will make sure that I look for stops and then I can chat in between while you guys catch up. Aww. Alanda, that's awesome. Hi, Mom. Sorry, I forgot to message you to tell you I was doing this. My bad. All right, so I have prepped everything in my big box. This is now how I have this cool new drawer system right here that's currently holding my laptop. And so it comes with 10 drawers. So now each drawer becomes a pattern. It makes my life much, much easier. And I promise I will continue to be doing a lot more videos because I've only got this and 4 more and the wholesale order's done. So yay! All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, we've got heaps of people already. That's awesome. So I'm not going to really be doing this in any particular order, but I will be starting with all my straps for anyone that's actually sewing along, and that's cool if you're not. So you should have 4, well, these are going to be the accent bits. So you should have 4 short bits and then your shoulder strap one. Hi, everybody. So hubby is technically asleep, so he might pop out at some point. I'm not sure. And the other thing I've done is I've already done the embroidery so that we don't have to listen to the machine. Ooh. You got a new embroidery machine? What type did you get? This fabric is super cute. So it's from Spotlight. It's one of their new ones that they've brought out, and I saw it and had to have it. All right. I'm going to move that aside. And this color is called, I think, Tropic Lime in the marine vinyl. A Memory Craft 400E, that's awesome. You're going to love it. Embroidery is addictive, guys. So if you're ever thinking about getting a machine, just be warned that it will be very time consuming to your life because you'll love it and want to make everything. I should have been slightly more organized than this, but anyway, whatever. I feel like we'll cope. So I'm going to do all my short ones first. So we need lots and lots of double-sided tape. Not that this is a lot. So I've recently, I've actually got some more embroidery videos to do. I was contacted by a lady that does in the hoop like card holders, which is super cute. So I've got to do that video. I just haven't really had a second to do it yet. But I will be doing more embroidery towards Christmas as well. And I'm hoping that after this order, I'm going to have a little bit more time and we might start getting more videos. And I think I like Wednesdays as my live day. Lots and lots of double-sided tape. I should have probably done this beforehand. But again, I wasn't sure if anyone was going to sew along or if we're just watching and chatting. Another thing I'm going to be doing after this wholesale order is design that pattern with the triple zip backpack that you all wanted me to do. So that's next on my list of things to do. I don't know how long it'll take me, because there's going to be a lot of pattern pieces to that. But I've mentally mapped out how I'm going to do it, so that's, I suppose, a good start. I want to know about how to digitize designs. So I can't digitize. I pay someone to digitize because I don't really have the time to learn, and the software is quite pricey. So the top ones that I've heard are really good, but I can't actually prove this because I don't have them. Mbird is good for the price that it is. And then Hatch embroidery. But to get everything for Hatch to digitize is like $1,000. And I don't think I'd use it. I'm not having a digitizing business. So that's why I haven't got it. But the idea of digitizing like a cool fabric would be amazing. Oh, thank you, Michelle. So, there's actually this website called Fiverr that the lady from Billy 50 got me onto. So they will, for $5 their price, they will digitize simple things. So I got my logo done. I think it turned out to be like $11 Australian, but worth it. They also digitized all the scullies for me. Because I am really, really loving embroidering my logo on instead of the bag tags. I actually prefer it now. So if you've got an embroidery machine, seriously consider paying someone to digitize your logo and put it on all your bags. So I'm just tucking the end under the way I do all my straps. But there might be somebody here that's never been here before, so I'm going to still explain myself and chat. Alright, I've heard of Fiverr. I can, later on, if you come into my group, I will find out the person, like the name of the person who did it, and I'll get back to you. Hi, Kathy. Embrilliance. Oh, I hear good things for Embrilliance. I have an editing kind of one. I just can't digitize from scratch. So I actually use Sew What Pro for my embroidery, because you can like subtract stitches and change colors and all that kind of stuff. The more you make a bag, the more bags you make, the easier bag making becomes, because you start to see the patterns. I see patterns in bags. They're all constructed in the same way. They are just different shapes. And Sew What Pro, back to the Sew What Pro thing for a second, they keep updating their software, which is awesome. So I think it cost me, when I got it, it was $65 US, which is pretty cheap. And you can like merge patterns and all kinds of fun stuff. It also helps if you iron one end down. It makes this so much quicker, just so you know. And I really like these kind of straps. I like the accent of it. It's just my thing. I don't know. I might get over them one way and go back to the all one color strap. Who knows? In my next handbag pattern, I've got a really cool hand strap coming. I was randomly watching weird YouTube things, because that's what I do. I don't watch like other sewers so much, but I go and find like weird upholstery ones or leather work or something and see what I can steal and add into videos. And I found this really cool like braided strap. So we're going to do that. What happened to your embroidery machine? Oh, bowl cozies are fun. I love bowl cozies. They're like a great little thank you gift. I am a fan. anyone else finding the video quality bad? I'd like to think not. I've got it playing next to me and it seems fine there. Do I ship to the US? I can ship to the US. I'm pretty sure I've got it set up. It's just really pricey on my end. Oh, that's never good. It's probably just out of line. Mine did that. So my machine started playing up and wouldn't use the needle threader, and it turns out that everything was out of whack, and they gave it a general service and it was fine again. It's a little blurry. I mean, I can try and move it and see if that's going to help. Let's try that. Is that any better? I don't know. It looks fine there. Hi, Susie. I can see that it keeps kind of trying to autofocus. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. That's annoying. Move it back more, maybe? Maybe move it closer. Ugh, stupid technology. We're not friends, apparently. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Donna. Pre-recorded, so when I upload a video, it can take anywhere from half an hour to 2 hours to upload, guys. So I set it to a lower quality so that it's less like data chewing, but I set it to the second highest quality. This, because it's live streaming, I imagine, I don't know, it's probably just not as good. I'm using my phone, and it is an S10, so it is like the latest, I think. I actually don't know if there's a new Samsung phone out, but it is pretty new still, so it might just be the internet, or it might just not like lives. I don't know if I can change the quality. Well, I didn't change the quality. With the live video, I just hit record, and I didn't alter anything. So it's just what YouTube sets it to, pretty much. Another strap done. I like to do the straps just so they're out of the way. And then we can just stick them all on at the very end. That's better. Has it stopped doing that auto adjust thing? No. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. It's never done it before. So this lime green, I think is called Tropic something. Hold on, let me get the thing. Ugh. So I have these awesome vinyl samples that I can, so these are all the colors that I can get. The vinyl that I use is called Pacifica Standard. There are a couple of websites in Australia that stock it. I would love to stock it, but the money that I would need to get even just 5 meters of all the colors is killer. So this color is called Spring Bud. I was wrong. The Tropic Lime must be a different one. So it's Spring Bud, but it comes in like lots of shades of green. So I actually own most of these already. I like to buy all the weird colors on the list. They usually have to import it from like another shop because they never have it for me. So I've got like the weird orange, and I've got the pinks, and I've got like both pinks. There's a baby pink and like a bubblegum pink. I don't know. Using black all the time doesn't inspire me, so I like to have bright colors. That's just me though. I also have like a massive amount of vinyl just sitting over there. Lime green and turquoise would look awesome, actually. tuck the end under again. Oops. Lime green goes great with purple. That is very true. I do love a good green and purple combo. I also love green and pink together. Okay, big strap time. Is the fabric Mandalorian? Yes, so it's Baby Yoda. This is the fabric I'm using. It's from Spotlight. They had a 40% off sale, and I just happened to walk in, and they had all their new prints in a pile. So I bought 1.5 meters of all the new prints. So this, I got another Star Wars one with an orange background. I got the Beauty and the Beast that's got like the LED light window look. And then I got something else too. I don't remember what it was. Morning, Tanya. So I'm going to grab a new roll to do this because the other one will probably only get me to there of the sticky tape, and I'll use the other bits on the little bits. I've just started working on my version of the hippie van. Clementine orange and darker orange. Ooh, that's cool. That hippie van is awesome. And for anybody that loves the hippie van, she's also going to release like the matching camper van bag. I'm so very excited. It's going to be epic. Where are you, Delma? Don't you guys, if you're in America, you guys have like Joann's and stuff and Walmart. You can get fabric all the time. Do I sell vinyl and fabric on my website? So I sell the waterproof canvas. I just sold out of the glitter vinyl, or nearly sold out of the glitter vinyl I imported, but I messaged them and they don't have any more for a while. So I won't be able to get some more for a while. And I just went and spent all that money on hardware anyway. I would like to do the vinyl, and I'm thinking about a way to do a pre-order, but only once a week or once a fortnight, because I don't need the pressure of a pre-order, I don't think. But I would love to stock it. I also have started buying a lot online. And I like to, anytime I go somewhere, like if I have to go out lately, what I will do is I will see if there's any like fabric shops in the area, like little quilty ones, because sometimes they have some really cool stuff. Oh, thank you, Michelle. So I finally got better at this whole double side at the same time thing. Practice really does make perfect. A Michaels. See, I thought Michaels was awesome, although maybe it's more like hobby and less sewing. So we have a Lincraft in Australia, and they do have fabric, but they never really have like a large selection, and they don't seem to refresh it every few months. They just have it until it sells, and then they'll go buy something else, and that's not terribly inspiring to me. So I do go there occasionally, but I usually only go like once, maybe twice a year, because they don't change their fabrics up enough for me to go more. Yeah, see? Lincraft, not cool. So for anyone that wants to make this strap, by the way, this was 4 inches and this was 3, so that we get the nice accent on either side. So what I do is if I'm going to shop online, I will buy like 1 or 2 pieces first up and then see how the quality is. And then if I like it, I'll buy more. I don't buy fabric from like AliExpress or anything, because most of the time it's like cheap and nasty polycotton and it doesn't inspire me. So yes, it's cheap, but it's not necessarily good. That's not to say that there's not good fabric on AliExpress, but I just, the 2 times I've bought it, it wasn't brilliant, so I haven't done it again. I used to go to the fabric shops when I went to Bali. See, that'd be cool. If I ever go on holiday, that's a deal I've made with my husband. I'm like, I don't care where we go, as long as I'm allowed to buy fabric on holiday. Last time we went to WA, I went around to all the fabric shops. Like, I literally spent half a day driving in the car, going to all the fabric shops to see what cool stuff I could find. The little independent ones are a little bit more expensive, but I also know I'm supporting, like, a local business. So it makes me happy, and I buy it anyway. Behind the Pink Door. That's a cool name. Thank you. So my nails have actually grown out. I really need to go get them fixed. Next, they're going to be black because my child has decided that for Halloween, I must be a spooky pumpkin. So if you're in my Facebook group, I will show you pictures of what I end up like. I went and bought a whole tube of orange and black face paint. So it should get interesting. Where can I get then foot you have on your machine? So this foot is a Teflon foot I got on eBay. It come from China. I think it cost maybe $4, including post. Like, they're pretty cheap. So it's just called a Teflon foot. You can get all different shapes. I like the ones with the 2 separate toes, but you can also get one. You can get them like this as well, where they've got the slit. I used it, I tried it, I didn't love it, so it lives in here. I won't throw it out because I might need it someday, but it lives in there with the rest of my feet. Hi, Helena? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I also don't like pre-orders with fabric. I'm too impatient to wait 2 months to get what I've just paid for. In fact, it's almost up to 3 months now with the whole Corona thing. So I'm not a big fan of pre-orders, but sometimes they really do have some pretty stuff. There you go, Teflon Foot on Amazon. Amazon's not very big in Australia. We're more eBay. Hence the reason I shop there a lot. Alright, so I'm using the black plastic straps because I can't find these in metal. Or if I have found them in metal, they want like $4 for one, which is just a little bit high for me. I'm pretty sure it's plastic with a Teflon coat on the bottom. Hawthorne threads, and they ship internationally. See, I love it when they say that. Alright, so I'm going to do my cool zigzag thing because this month I like doing that. I don't know. It's just my thing. Put that there so I don't knock it over. I used to just do a single line across, which was still fine. Like, I've never had anyone ring me and be like, my strap broke. I like doing the zigzag this month. Looks cool. I actually went through a phase where I wanted to do everything in rivets too. So your style changes. There's no right or wrong. Like, they all look cool. They all work. That way. And then up and in. This has been really struggling with this lately. I think these plastic bits are just a little bit thinner than my old lot that I got. It does go through. You just got to kind of wiggle it a little bit. It's always just the edge. actually love to find is some really pretty, like, geometric prints. I have a lot of license and a lot of animals, but my next bag, I think, is going to be like a fun geometric kind of a print. I gotta find one first, but leave it with me. So when I change handbags next, it's going to be the pattern that's in my head. Which, you know, I may or may not get done before Christmas, so don't hold me to that. Depends on my Christmas workload, really. And how many more videos I try and pump out. So I don't think, usually I give you guys like a bonus extra video today, but instead I'm going to try and concentrate on getting this done. Because I've still got 5 to go by the end of the week. Do you find you need a walking foot machine? Or do I prefer what I'm using now? So I actually got my walking foot machine because it's really helpful to fix and make horse rugs. So because I have horses, it's like extra awesome for that. This machine's really good, but I don't think I could do an all leather bag on it. It's not designed to stitch that kind of stuff. So in that sense, yes, I love my walking machine. I have no intentions of selling it ever. It will be with me until I die, I think. But to make all the bags I do in all your videos that I do for you guys, this machine is epic. It does everything I want. I don't have any issues. I like the walking foot. So if you like quilted bags, you may want to consider getting a walking foot. Because if you want to quilt your vinyl, I will be doing the quilting of the vinyl on the hitchhiker bag on that machine. And then I'll switch back to this one to make it, I think. Hi, everyone. Hello. But yeah, so I do love this machine. I also love that I can make clothes on it. So next year, you're going to have a lot more clothing videos, which you may appreciate or may be like, oh my God. But I need to change up my wardrobe. So I will be videoing everything I make for my wardrobe next year. Because why not? Somebody might care. If I get 50 views on a video, I'm happy to keep doing things like that. That's pretty much where I'm at. By the way, this is the accent. I am scoring it so that I can find exactly half. So I don't actually have a lot of leather left. Otherwise, I would do an all leather bag. I don't really even have enough to do like a whole bag with a strap, which is why I kind of haven't done it. I could definitely do an all vinyl bag. As for all leather, I'd have to source some leather near where I live, and I don't know what that is. Does anybody know of a good Australian leather website? Might be a good question. Okay. So now, I know you can't really tell, but see how there's like a bit of a score in that? That is going to help in a second, because I get really lazy with this. So we're going to take our outside accent pockets. And those ones, not them. And then I want half the bucket by the look of it. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other piece? I don't know. I'll find it in a minute. Oh, thank you. I love that green dress. And if I ever get bored of it, I can then just add embroidery and it'll look completely different again. I love going on vacation, but we're usually on our trike and not much room for fabric. So post it home to yourself. That is the solution. I would do that. If I was overseas buying fabric and my suitcase got too full, I would go and buy a box and post it home to myself. Because it's not like I'm going to have that opportunity again to go and get it all. I found an old leather jacket that I can't wear. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'm going to do an upcycle video. I went to an op shop the other day and I bought like some really random stuff and I'm going to make the coolest bag out of it. All right, so I'm stitching these along the top wrong sides together because it's going to make it easier for me in a second. I actually, when I go op shopping, always look for leather jackets. And if they're not like outrageously priced, I will buy one day and turn it into a something. Well, that's a good idea. Chop up your sofa. That's a super cool idea, actually. Also look in the skirt section, because there was like a weird 80s fad where leather skirts were a thing. So if you're looking for like awesome leather, always check the skirt section. Obviously, you're probably less likely to get a whole bag, but you'll definitely get a clutch. I used to steal the hardware from handbags, but I find that it's all a little bit like off. Like it's a bit, you know, rusty or tarnished or something. Hi, Sue. Okay, so now, because I've pre-creased this just slots on. Look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. Ha! I'd want to. This is like the 4th one I've made this week. So if you were to do this out of fabric, you'd do a double fold bias. But because it's the vinyl, I can just fold it in half and off I go. And then chain stitch them all together. And always back stitch when you go to the next one so that your stitches aren't going to fall out. And then this one, so again, we've stitched them wrong sides together at the top. And the reason we do it at the top is for a few reasons. 1, that's where we're going to stitch. And 2, for these side pieces, you need to remember the wider side is the top. Slot it in, back stitch, and I just run out of bobbin thread. Never fear though, I made some more. And I just unraveled half of it, that was not ideal. I'm also going to write a free clutch pattern in the next 2 weeks and then run a competition. So stay tuned for that. I've got lots of cool stuff coming, actually. I'm going to roll. I've changed up my website this week. So I'm going to be having less on-hand stock and more custom orders and wholesale only. And then every video that I do, you'll be able to buy the bag so you can watch your bag being made. So I've started doing that. I just have none there. And obviously not this video because this is for the wholesale order. Because I've officially made peace with never doing markets. I don't really have time anyway. I promise it's not difficult. It's only 3 pieces for the outside and then 3 pieces for the inside and a zipper pocket if you want to. I've actually made them before for customers. It's a very basic pattern, which is why I'm doing it for free. I've just got to write it up and digitize it for you guys. There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. Hi, Maureen. So this one, as you can see, I'm not top stitching, but it's short, so I'll be fine. If you're new to bag making though, stitch it together. It's worth it. So this was just a 1-inch strip that was the width of the vinyl, and that's all that's left for the whole bit. So it's easier to cut it that way than the way that they've written it in the pattern. I think so anyway. Just a little intro into bag making. I love making bags. I'm actually going to start making a bag that matches every pair of shoes I have. And while that may sound ridiculous, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Also, people in Australia, do you know of any sewing retreats in Australia? I think I need to attend one to see what's going on. Because I want to do one. Okay. So now, they're all done, by the way. I'm going to fold this in half. Find the center. We're going to find the center of everything. Pretty much. There's not much I don't cut the center on. Like that. I already did the center on the base because it helps with the embroidery. And then center and center. Sick of me saying center yet? And center. Right. That's better. So, I'll finish doing these first. So we need a ruler and an erasable pen or friction texter or chalk pen or Chaco pen. Hi, Alice. And then I'm going to rule a line that's erasable down the center. Hi, Joy. We're doing, I know I've already done a video on this, but we're doing a live of the Belle by Swoon because I still have 5 more to make. And I also like to just do the chat thing. So I'm going to rule all my lines and then I can put the ruler down. Hi, Karen. All right, let's chain stitch these. So I'm creasing it on the outside lines that I did. And I always stitch bottom to top because I want to. You don't have to. Crease and fold. Always back stitch. This will be like a reveal at the end as I don't know what the bag looks like. Would you like to see? I have like a whole bunch of them made up. Ugh. Ugh. So this is the one you all saw in the group, which was super fun. And then this is the one I did yesterday. Even though I did it with black, I think it's adorable. So it's got all the outside pockets all the way around. It's got bag feet. It's got my embroidery on the bottom. And it also has the strap. So I think they're adorable. Trim my tails. So yeah, the wholesale lady has ordered 10 of everything. And this is the last of it. And then pretty much no more wholesale orders before Christmas. So between now and Christmas, I've got time to do custom orders, design patterns, and get my board clear of all the patterns I own that I need to get videos for. Hi, Heather. All right, so you line up this bit, that bit, and then stitch the line that you drew. Because we're magic like that. This bag's actually pretty straightforward to put together. It's just the pockets that look a little bit tricky, but they're not really. So you stitch it in the middle, and then we're just going to fold these bits to that center line like that. And if you did it right, it should all match up. If you didn't do it right, that's okay. Just stitch it and cut off the excess. Been there, done that before. So I'm just going to base this down in place because it's easier to work with later. And then go up the side. Can you tell me how much you charge? So I charge for this bag, I think it's 100 and I want to say 140, I think it says on my website. Because it does use quite a lot of fabric. Like there's 2 meters of fabric in this bag, plus the interfacing, bag foam, zippers, blah, 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 blah. But it's all relevant. Like if you, see, look, pockets. If you get cheaper fabric, or if you only, so this one I'm using a plain green because I couldn't find anything else that matches it. But most of the time I put some kind of a print on the inside of the bag, or waterproof canvas, whichever the client prefers. So it's just relevant on what kind of materials you use and your bag hardware. So I was looking at some of the bags I made back way when I first started, and the quality of hardware is absolutely terrible. Like I was gonna cut up one of the bags to steal one of the clips, and I looked at the clip and it was so flimsy that I was like, yeah, nah. So the quality of hardware, I try and keep the prices low for the stuff I sell. I don't buy the expensive stuff, or very rarely do. I bought the Smooth Criminal and Tubular zippers because they look like they'd be popular, but they were more expensive, but they're also more weighty, so which means they're probably a much better quality. So it all just depends, really. Where was I up to? I only make it look easy because I've been doing this for a really long time. So don't stress about that. You can get as good as me. I promise it's not as difficult as it seems. It's just practice. Make as many different styles of bags as possible would be my life advice. So all different shapes and sizes, because you'll find you'll pick up little tricks each time you make each one. I have no stock, Mum, but thank you for posting that. My other wholesale lady, because she wanted stock for Christmas, she just bought everything in my cupboard. My cupboard is now empty. Do I have a mold? A mold for what? Sorry. Hi, Angela. And Scully's always running away. But points to him because he's still not broken. And I have dropped him a lot. Okay, other side done. Oh no, guys. Oh no. What did I forget? Crap. So we're unpicking half of what I just did. Because I forgot the most important part. Whoopsies. That's cool. So my bag templates are actually just the patterns that I either laminate or I get my husband to cut out in MDF. I would love to source someone in Australia to make acrylic templates. But we'll see. Right, so first off, this is the first mistake. I forgot to put these on. So these are the strap connectors for the handles. So we just have to unpick a little bit. Not the whole thing, just the side bits. Whoops-a-doodle. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. I only basted it on anyway. So when I get a few more patterns under my belt, I'm going to go source someone to make acrylic templates for them. But it's not a this year problem because I have, what, 3 patterns? So we're not there. Of course it will, Jaded. I'm not that stressed. I make mistakes because I'm distracted all the time. Everything can be fixed though. I know lots of people get really disheartened when they do something wrong. Don't worry about it. It's just, you know, you just fix it. Unpick it. So I do have some patterns. If you're a newbie, I would actually recommend the Whippersnapper hip bag because it's pretty simple. I have done a video. I've then done a hacked video, so I hacked my own pattern because I can. I thought it was cool. And not everybody can use grommets or has grommets or wants to use grommets. So I hacked it with D-rings instead. Halloween for us is on the 31st of October. If you're in my Facebook group, I promise to send you a photo of me face painted from like here to here and then wearing a spooky costume. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome. Because my child has told me that I must be a spooky pumpkin. I went to my glass shop for acrylic templates. Ooh, that's a good idea. Don't get me wrong, I love my MDF ones that my husband makes, but I can't cut around them with a rotary cutter. I have to draw around them. So I just like to skip that step where I'm doing all this drawing and cutting and just go straight to just cutting. I like to do like seriously messed up costumes. I don't do the cutesy sexy stuff. I do like bloody gory stuff. So I'm probably going to have to work on my face paint game, but we'll see. Could still be awesome. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. Yes, that's the other thing why I like acrylic, so I can see through it. Because then I'll just either get them to laser across in the center or something to make it even easier to do it. And if they won't laser it on, I will just draw it with a permanent marker. Because I'm classy like that. All right, let's do some unpicking, shall we? And by unpicking, I mean cutting, because I don't actually unpick. Because this is way quicker. See? Which is why it's not an issue, guys. Look at that. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Alright, so you just snip some threads and then pull. And then when it won't go any further, you do it again. And again and again and again. Can I make this bag on a regular sewing machine? I would think so. I actually need to do a video on a regular sewing machine. I promise I will get to that. I just need to get some needles for it because I've only got standard 80s and I think I'm going to want some jeans for all this vinyl. As long as you've got Teflon tape, you should be fine. Or you could just do these out of fabric instead of vinyl and then you'll definitely be fine. All right. Crisis averted, guys. We're back to where we need to be. Oh, my brother's ringing me. Hey, Mum, while you're there, can you message Jason and tell him I'll call him after the video? Super handy having you here, actually. All right, so what I'm going to do, it's because I know where my center is. I just need to mark where my straps are going to go. So this is like a slightly little bit more tricky than normal, but it's not undoable. Because that's where my strap's going to go. Can that bag made with the domestic... Oh, no, I read that. Wait, what's going on? Yes, this bag could be made on a domestic machine. It's probably just going to be a little bit slower than me because it won't want to go through the vinyl as fast. I think my brother wants to come visit, or he wants to, I don't know, maybe he's just bored. Who knows? So this pattern is Belle by Swoon. So if you go to swoonpatterns.com, they've got it on there. Always backstitch. I know you're sick of me saying it, but I'm going to say it until the end. What's going on here? What have I done? Tuck that under, stitch up, turn over, move all of this so I don't knock it. I don't feel like picking up all the things from Scully again. Yes, so my mum's here. My mum is one of my moderators in the group. Moderators here. She's a knitter. For anybody that knits. My brother's name is quite obviously Jason, because I did just say that. Yeah, I know it's zooming in. I'm not sure why it's doing that, and I don't know how to fix it. It's never done it before. I don't know why it keeps zooming in and out. Let me clean the lens. Hold on. Let's see if this will help. Nope, didn't help. Damn it. Thought that would help. It's not like I'm moving closer and further from it to make it want to do that zoom. Knit basic stuff. My mum did teach me that. I used to do these really cool like half headband, half beanie things. I actually still remember the pattern, which is kind of sad. Knit 2, purl 2 for 120 stitches, and then you decrease it by 2 stitches on each end until you get down to 100. And then go back up again. Unfortunately, I live on an army base at the moment and nobody's allowed to visit me. They have rules. And I need Mum to come here because I am not carting a 40 kilo sewing machine 2 hours. And it wouldn't fit in my car. Okay, crisis averted, guys. Voila. That's awesome. I actually have some of Mum's crochet tops on my website. I've got some super cute bikinis on there, actually. So you're in Townsville. So to get the vinyl that I use, go to Sewing Tray. They also have my thread and my needles. And then they also, if you do embroidery, they also sell the tearaway stabilizer there. So Sewing Trade in Townsville is really awesome for stuff. That's where I used to get all my stuff from. Tell them I sent you because they'll laugh. And apart from that, everything else that I use for bag making, I sell on my website. Or you can get everything but hardware you can get from Spotlight. I sewed the entire bag together for a customer yesterday while taking photos, realized that I started the lining panel with the slip pockets outside. Whoops-a-doodle. That's not good. That was weird. Does my mum knit on YouTube? No. She should. You should all tell her she should, but she doesn't. It's your print on your top that's making it try to autofocus. Is it me? Oh, that's annoying. What am I wearing underneath? Mickey Christmas. I will be cold so that it stops doing it. Let's hope this works. Nope, still doing it. And now I'm cold. Bugger. I'm trying to think if I've got a top in the vicinity to stop it autofocus. Actually, here we go. What if I put it on backwards? How's that? I know I'm ridiculous and backwards, but is that going to do it better? I'll just be backwards. I've done weirder stuff in my life. Promise. When does our summer start? November or December or something? It's starting to get warmer through the days, but the nights are still really cold. And I've left my heater off today. I was trying to be good. No, I didn't make the shirt, but I did do the jumper. So the jumper I was wearing was my cute as hell one that I embroidered on my machine. But the Mickey one I got given by, I think, my husband's sister. Put your top on. Don't be cold. I know, but if it's going to keep autofocusing, that's really annoying. And I don't know why it's doing it. Point it more at the machine, maybe? I don't know. Let's try that. I don't know why it keeps doing it, but it's definitely not cool. It's never done it before. And I haven't done anything different. Dinner time. Bye. Enjoy your dinner. I'm actually not that cold, to be honest. I can trick my brain into thinking it's warm because I can see sunshine, so it's fine. It probably did. My new tripod showed up today, and I don't like it. But I am using the clip head from that one on this one. But that also shouldn't be affecting it. We super glued the other one back together, and that's what I've been doing. Wow, 143 people. Hello, everybody. I didn't realize I was so popular. That's kind of cool. Thank you all for joining me. I am backwards in my shirt for anyone that just tuned in because I thought it was affecting the autofocus. Did I buy a new iron? I did. Would you like to meet Bruce? This is Bruce. Bruce is a Tefl Turbo Pro anti-calcium iron. So it has this like weird fancy thing to catch calcium so you don't wreck your iron. So it's 10 a.m. here, and I really just love the shot of steam that this thing does. He's actually turned on because I'm going to need him in a minute. But that is Bruce. So it's 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning here. Because I believe America's like a day behind. So hello from the future. There we go. Now I set Bruce off. It's going to start hissing in the corner. So I do love my iron. I love my old one more. You can't win them all. He is still good. He's a good iron. It's just the other one was slightly like semi-industrial. What time did you start this morning? 9 a.m. And I've only made bags for about 5 or 6 years. All right, let's get some of this organized. So I need to do that one next. And then my pocket. That's why Bruce is here, so I can iron my pocket. So this is going to be, I'm just going to do one of the so the outside pocket that I just did on the front, I'm going to just do one of these on the inside. Back to adjoining stitch length. So you could put that fancy edging on like I did on the outside, but I'm not because it's the lining. Bruce looks huge. He is. He's taller because of that. But the actual ironing surface is still the same. It's just because of the, oops, sorry, I hit the steam button. It's got like a trigger just here. I really like it. So you can shoot steam because I'm a child and it's awesome. And it's also got like a really big hole to stick water in. So you can just pour it in with a cup. Actually, I need to bring Bruce back because I need to do some ironing. So today my ironing board is a towel because, you know, I'm trying. So it's sunny here, but it's cold. So it's not a warm sunny day, but it is sunny. So that's a good start. So he like shoots steam very, very well, Mr. Bruce. So I always iron it flat and then roll it over because you get a more crisp edge. And then I'm going to top stitch it. Shoot, I don't know if you can see that, but that's like intense amount of steam. It's awesome. And that is now very, very flat. So thank you, Bruce. So when I'm putting on the interfacing, I never use steam because I've usually got that piece of baking paper over the top of it. But for moments like this, it's awesome. So I'll fold it in half and find the center like I always do. And then mark all the markings like we did on the outside. Straight down the center, out to one side. I like to flip it because I like to draw on the right because I'm right-handed, I guess. I love an iron seam. You're not weird at all, my lovely. Not at all. Besides, I feel like you're talking to the queen of weird. I talk to my inanimate objects. Like, it's fine. Weird people are more interesting anyway. I collect weird friends. It's great. All right. Got to find the center again. Everything, find the center on. Weird friends are interesting. I love my friends. Weirdos Unite. Oh my god, we need that. I'm going to make a shirt that says Weirdos Unite. It inspired me. It's going to happen. Probably today, because I really want it to. All right, that's the center of everything. Put that one back down there. From the bottom up, back to a joining stitch length, like so. You're really not. Oh, I don't understand what that says. If it wasn't live, how long would it take you to make this bag? Oh, maybe an hour and a half if I'm uninterrupted, which very rarely happens. The bag itself doesn't take long if you don't make mistakes. Besides, the outside is the part that takes the longest because of all the pockets and stuff. So that's one inside done. And the other inside's going to have a zipper pocket. If this, yeah. Hi, Bella. Right, across there. So that's 3/8 down, by the way, for my box, for my zipper. You can make it bigger if you want to. That's your choice. And always put the half you didn't draw on, up the top. I do find that cutting out and ironing combined takes longer than sewing. Yes. Where possible, and when I need double of things, I do try to fold the fabric over so I'm only cutting once. But yes, it does take longer. If I could have, 3 wishes in the world, one of my wishes would be if I design some stuff, it magically gets cut out and the interface ready. I still like to do the sewing part. It's just the cutting sometimes is super annoying. Triangling out my corners because I still haven't looked up what that's called. Push that through there and then bring old Bruce back. Ugh. Come on, Bruce. Do you want to know? Does anybody know why I called him Bruce? Has anyone seen Finding Nemo? Hello, Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. And I promise, I say that in my head every time I pick up my iron now. That is now my thing. I was cutting some patterns out yesterday and skinned my thumb. Oh no, that's not ideal. Do I post on my wholesale? I do. So my 2 wholesale people, I actually just got a 3rd one, which is super exciting. But my 2 current wholesale people, one's in WA and one's in Mackay in Queensland. So the lady in WA does markets over there. So she takes all my stuff to the markets with her and her handmade stuff as well. And then the lady in Mackay runs the babies and kids markets up there, and she's about to open a store, which is what all this stock's for. I lay out my interfacing, my fabric on top, and cut it all at once. That's pretty smart. I don't bother cutting my interfacing. I iron it straight onto like a roll and then just cut around it. Okay, green zipper tape. Move these out of the way. Wait, there he is. I'm like, where's Scully gone? I had several patterns to cut and didn't realize until it was too late. Aww. That's not ideal at all. All right, So I'm just going to cut my zipper tape that big. As you can tell, I'm not necessarily overly organized when it comes to the zipper stuff. It just lives in a pile and I do it as I please. Smooth criminal zipper head. I only call them that because they're like super smooth. Alright. Sit it over the top. I could have done this with the gunmetal grey teeth zipper, and I did think about it, but since it's a baby bag, I wanted it to be a little bit more colourful than that. Can a silk fabric be interfaced? I believe so. You could always use a sewing interfacing if you needed to. I've never really used silk a lot, so I don't have an official definite answer. But I imagine that the super lightweight stuff probably needs to be done on a lower heat so you could get away with it. Because, I mean, you can interface satin. Logically, you could interface silk. You just might have to hold the iron there a little bit longer. Scotland is the best place to go. Why? Do they have awesome fabric there? Have to agree with Susie, but there's so many gorgeous places in all the UK. One day when I'm rich and famous, I'll come visit everybody. Hi, Rob. Locks is awesome. Fair enough. Don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's you. Good for you. My ancestors on both dies. It's pretty morbid there, mother. Alright. Zipper pocket is now stitched. Now we can do the top. So we shouldn't have many pieces left, by the way. We got, oops, the two linings and two tops. Now here's something from the pattern that I don't do. I don't put foam on this. I don't think it needs it, so I don't use it. Friendly people, nice scenery. We're just coming out of lockdown. Oh. Lockdown is not overly fun. But at least I can still visit my horses, so that's cool. Can't ride them because their feet are all soggy because of the rain that we've been getting. So they've all got sore feet, so I can't go riding lately. Also why there's probably going to be more videos. This is the gusset, yes. Oh, thank you, Eileen. So I can just continue with my cut the V. I thought it might have had a fancy name because it's part of the welt pocket kind of thing. We could always name it something cool. Will you spread Christmas on the base? Theoretically, that is the plan, but it all depends if I'm allowed to have people here. We should name the cutting of the V something cool. I don't know what. My brain hasn't got that far yet. My accent, I'm Australian. Oh, I sound extra Australian when I say Australian. The Tory cut. Except I'm not the one that invented it. Everybody does it. As cool as it would be to have something named after me. out a bobbin. I heard it go. Jesus, shoot me with a gun. What? Feels like a very dramatic sentence today. What have I missed? Could flannel fabric be used in a pouch? Of course it can. You can use any fabric. That is the most put on Aussie I've ever heard. If you're going to be rude, mate, like, you can leave because this is who I am. No need to, like, attack my accent. That just feels offensive. Tori, have you heard of the butler method of sewing a zipper end? I have not. What's that? Please explain. Love to learn something new. Thank you, Susie. I'm not here to have people pick on how I talk. It's just how I talk. If you don't like it, you can just leave. You don't have to be rude about it. I don't put on an accent. This is just how I talk. I talk too much to try and constantly put on an accent. That'd be way too, like, mentally time-consuming. Thank you. Not here to be abused. All right, I'm going to use my zipper jig for this bad boy. Lisa's not the guy that we had last time that started yelling about how I'm not a virgin. That was funny. Idiots. Nah, nobody upsets me. You don't like my accent? Good for you, mate. I feel like it's their problem, not mine. I've got better things to do with my time than worry about what they think. It's pretty true for everybody, really. You either like me or you don't. Such is life. Why is my zipper giving me grief? Why? Why? Can't be bothered. Grab a different one. Ooh, hard to explain. Watch YouTube. Instead of turning down the end and basting, you sew it up and pull back. I will have to look that up, I think. I just got a delivery, an Elna Express 400. Ooh. I don't know. I can't change how I talk. I'm not an actress. I don't have those kind of skill sets. Why is this zipper not working out for me today? Oh my goodness. Stop it. They could be here a while. Apparently it's not my day for zippers. I was doing so well. And then I wasn't. So, here's what's happening. I get the first bit, and then it just doesn't want to work. I don't know what's going on. I can't imitate any accent ever. That's not my thing. Between your accent and your sewing, I don't know which I love the most. Aw, thank you. I'm not loving my zipper skills at the moment. It's not my day. We're going to be here a while, guys. It's just not, I don't know what its deal is. Amy Lynn Designs on YouTube. I will have a look. It's definitely something I'm going to do. Pinch the sides of the zipper pull. Hasn't been closed. I've just completely separated it. We will get there in the end. Nothing will defeat me. Could the zipper tape be defective? I mean, it could be. But the other zipper went on just fine, so I don't know. Okay, look. Worked fine that time. Stupid zipper. Anyway. Moving on. Go back to my little double-sided tape because there's not much left. It should just about do these two. Sometimes zippers can be a little tight. Yeah. Sometimes stuff just doesn't work on videos. Like currently, I'm backwards in a shirt. Whatever. It's cool. I'm sure there's lots of Aussie sewers. I don't know if they have YouTube channels or not, though. I just did this because COVID was boring. I thought it'd be fun to teach some stuff. It kind of blew up a little bit more than I anticipated, to be honest. My shortcuts. I'm efficient, aka lazy, but whatever. Sometimes stuff just quicker, whatever. I haven't really stalked the internet for all the other YouTubers to share with you who else there is, because I don't really have time, to be honest. I'm sure they're all awesome, and if I hear about people, you should go subscribe. I don't even try to do accents. Yeah. I've never joined one of your lives before. I love it. Thank you for being here. You're very welcome. I will try and do a live on Wednesdays, but sometimes life's just in the way. Are you and Saya doing a collab? Yes, we are, as soon as I finish this wholesale order, which again is why today's video is the wholesale order. Once it's done, we have plans. I'm very excited. We have discussed it already. It is coming. We just need to work out the whole technical part of both being live at the same time. It's going to be awesome, though. Oh, I'm weirdly excited. It's fine. On a previous video, you burned your zipper tape. I do. I do that quite a lot. If it starts fraying, I singe it and then it stops fraying. It behaves itself. Aw, thanks, Tammy. I actually didn't think I'd be very popular. I thought I'd get like 50 people watch and be like, oh yeah, whatever. It's cool. I was still going to make them if only 50 people watched. Doesn't bother me. As long as I'm helping somebody, it's cool. Virtually on lockdown. That's not fun. All right, so I've left a gap so I can just kind of shove this in. Again, model of efficiency. Oh, your embroidery machine you're going to love. Embroidery machines are awesome. So I no longer buy metal bag tags. I now just embroider my logo on everything because you can put it wherever. Bag tags kind of have to be in specific spots, whereas your embroidery can be anywhere. So on most of my bags, my embroidery is actually on the bottom. Right in the middle. It's like 2 inches big. But I could stick it anywhere. I could shrink it, make it smaller. I could take away the circle and stick it in the inside of a wallet. I love it. So there will be more embroidery tutorials. And for those that haven't been here at the start of the video, so there's going to start being more videos per week. So I'm going to try and do more than 3. I'm also going to do, next year, I need to make a new wardrobe of clothes for myself. So I'm pretty much going to record everything from that for you guys. So there's going to be a lot of clothing. There's going to be a lot of tops, a lot of dresses, a couple of coats, because it's cold where I live now. And then, of course, more bags. And then I'm probably going to design a few bags. I'm not becoming a strict pattern designer, but I have a few ideas in my head and the patterns don't exist yet. So that's coming. Ta-da! Why am I persuasive? What have I done? Oh, Jenny, yeah, you should buy an embroidery machine. We've had this discussion. You made me sound horrible, Mum. I'm also going to seal that zip off so it doesn't come apart and annoy me. And of course, drop my scissors, because what's one of my videos without me dropping my scissors? Haha. So 4x4s can still be a really good embroidery machine, guys. Don't be fooled. You can split designs and just keep hooping. I've seen a lot of really cool stuff that comes in a 4x4 hoop. I am just lazy and wanted it all in one hoop, which is why I bought my bigger machine. But for bag making, a 5x7 embroidery machine would more than do the trick. I only wanted the big hoop so I can do men's t-shirts, because I give out inappropriate Christmas shirts at Christmas time. It's great. You and Saya are going to conquer the world. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Ooh, can you hear that? I can hear that. Kaylee, why are you leaving? What's going on? What have I missed? Hi. Hi, Lisa. Why does Kaylee want to leave? Did I miss something? Could become very expensive listening to me. Possibly. But I do not endorse anything I don't believe in, if that makes you feel any better. Your other shows that you do on your channel, what time are they shown? I don't have a set time. So I wake up in the morning, take my child to daycare, and then either I get to start a video, or sometimes I have breakfast, or sometimes I have to run around and do some stuff. But I always record them in the morning. So it just depends on how long the video is and how many things I have to do before I can record, or how many interruptions I get. You'll notice I have a lot of people like knock on the door or whatever, or I get phone calls I have to take. So I don't have a set time. I'd love to get to a point where I'm ahead in videos, so I could like put one up for tomorrow today and be ahead. And in that case, I will always release them at the same time. But I'm just not there yet. Oh, hey! Hi, Billy50. I was just talking about your camper van bag. I'm very excited. We're selling a Belle baby bag because I need to do this and 5 more. So, yay! And I've also been convincing a lot of people to buy embroidery machines. So, maybe that'll help. So, Billy50 is another Aussie, guys. She is also she's in Melbourne, so she's a few hours down the road. And she makes awesome bag patterns. Ah! My thread broke. That's not ideal. You should totally start a hippie van. It just went weirdly quiet, and I realize it's because I stopped talking. God, I'm an idiot. I just went, oh, it's creepy quiet. It's because I stopped talking. What's an inexpensive embroidery machine? Secondhand is the official answer to that. My machine's secondhand, and I have no regrets. So if you go to an embroidery machine dealer, they quite often let you trade in your older model for a newer model and then resell the older one. So you could probably pick yourself up a bargain getting a secondhand one. All right, always open your zip, guys. Now, this is potentially going to scare any newbies, what I'm going to do in a second. But again, it's efficient, so I do it. Oh, I just had a... I just got an email from that owned guy that says nothing personal. That was weird. It obviously was personal. You were picking and telling me I was doing a fake accent. Idiot. All right, so I'm going to match up the top, and I'm not going to pin it. You guys are all horrified, I'm sure. I'm going to stop here. Then I'm going to match up the bottom like this, right? Push all of that bit out of the way, and then just stitch it around. No pins necessary. This only works if you start in the middle. So then I'm gonna go back to the middle, do the same thing from the other side. Yes. Get to almost the corner, needle down, match up this bottom, push all that out of the way, match up the bottom, hold it all in place. Boom. No pins needed. And then trim your tails. So my embroidery machine technically does sewing and embroidery, but I just never set it up for sewing because it's annoying. All right, other side. I do pin the outside if that makes anybody feel better, if you're like having a meltdown because I'm not pinning. I promise I will for the outside. But the lining's a lot more flexible, so I don't need to. You just hold them evenly. That's the big secret. So a sewing area doesn't have to be a whole room like me. If you've got a table on wheels, that's potentially all you need. If you can have your sewing machine permanently set up on a little table on wheels, you can wheel it in and out of a corner, and so therefore technically have a sewing area. And then you don't have to pack it up off the like dining table every time you want to eat. You just wheel it over there and then pull it back. I only have a big sewing area because this is now my business. I also store half the stuff I sell you guys in this room as well. And I have a lot of stuff. So I have an embroidery machine, a scan and cut, and then like an industrial overlocker, an industrial plane sewer, an industrial cylinder arm, a domestic, a heat press, an iron, and then a huge cutting table. So I've just accumulated a lot of stuff. But by no means do you need it all. I just want it all. It's a very big difference. Or pick like a weird nook in your house that everyone just like walks past and goes, waste of space, and put it right there. Then it's your space because nobody else wants it. All right, so we need to attach our pockets for the outside now. So I always do the bottom first, and I'm just basting it on, but I do still backstitch. Rolling table. I am making a chicken quilt. It's taken me all day to make 8 blocks. That's cool though. Quilts are a lot harder because you're going to be a lot... I don't know, I can quilt. I used to do the quilting tutorials at Spotlight in Townsville. But it is time consuming. So I see how that's a thing. My sewing room in my facility bulb at the front door. We never use it. Yeah, cool. You could literally put it in a wardrobe if you wanted to. Oh, stop it. Now, hear that? Can you hear that? I can hear that something's not working on my machine. My bobbin's having a meltdown. So this pattern is Belle by Swoon. It's the baby bag. My bobbin's being naughty. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gone all skew-if. So you actually have to pull it out so it hasn't got the bumps and then manually rewind it back up. Super annoying, but whatever. That'll do. Someone posted on Facebook that they were knitting jumpers for reduced battery chicken. That's cool. I'm following directions from So Inspired. Oh, I've heard of that. See, look at all these tails I've missed. Not cool. Alright, that's basted on enough, so I'm going to put the other side on, and then we just attach the outside, the base, and we're done. My machine doesn't like it when I back stitch too fast, and sometimes it has a bit of a meltdown at me, which is what just happened. But whatever, it's fine. And this seam here, always point this down to the bottom of the bag. Doesn't matter what bag it is. Oh, hold on. I'm sewing that on inside out because I did it from the back. Whoops. I'm like, I shouldn't be able to see green. See, I'm full of mistakes today. I'm too busy worrying about these chickens. And the fact that I'm cold. I'm putting my jumper back on. I'm very cold. I can deal with the backwards t-shirt. I can't deal with cold fingers. They don't work as well. All right. I don't like being cold, and I'm not in my fluffy pants. I actually put jeans on. Can't knit with cold fingers either. Do chickens get cold? Is that a thing? I mean, I'm sure they get cold, but do they get cold enough to require clothes? That's cool, Lisa. Maybe one day you'll get inspired and learn to sew because you want to make like the perfect purse. That could be a thing. I love handbags. I have a ridiculous amount of bags. And most of them are made by me or were gifts from people. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, the fifth. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Feathers that have... The chickens that have lost their feathers. I love that boombox. I love that boombox too. I've kept it. It's mine. I'm not selling it. I've had a few people ask if they can buy that one. I told them I'd make them their own, but they just want that one. I was like, sorry. Because I don't have any more of the lining fabric. But it's mine. I don't even need it. If you have a basic knowledge of sewing, this bag isn't so much difficult as it is time consuming. We've been going for an hour 40 minutes so far. I missed a question about international shipping. Where? Where did I miss it? I can't see it. All I can see is chickens. Mother? I do ship internationally. I'm happy to ship internationally. I've set up a few things on my website. However, international shipping is insanely expensive. I'm I just put on the prices that the people tell me at the post office. So I'm happy to ship internationally. But I totally understand why people don't want to buy it because shipping's like between $20 and $40 depending on where you live. All right, so now I've clipped here, I'm going to match up the two vinyl accents. So if you're making this on a domestic machine, I suggest you don't use the vinyl accents for the top of the pockets and you use double folded bias tape instead. And then we're doing my corners. So we're going to hold it like a 3D object and then just kind of squish it in there. It will fit. It always fits. So mail goes in and out of Australia periodically. So they turn it on and off depending on what flights are coming in and out. So the last time I went to post something international, it let me, but the time before that, they said that they had temporarily turned it off. So it's all just kind of relative to the day because of Corona at the moment. But I do ship internationally. It's just the prices suck, and I'm not in charge of the prices. Hey Tori, what size do you recommend for a crossbody strap? So my crossbody straps, no matter what the pattern tells me, is always the width of my vinyl, which is, I think it's 54 inches or 135 centimeters. So I'm not going to join vinyl for a strap. I will just cut the width of the vinyl that I buy. So that's my crossbody strap for literally every bag ever, and then I just change the thickness. I'm waiting for some patterns from Canada. Ooh. Wait, what are you getting, patterns? Are you getting, like, pre-printed ones? Alright, let's join this bag. So on a domestic machine, this part here is the bit you'll struggle with because of the thickness, because you've got all the interfacing and foam and stuff. Another reason to keep the foam off that top panel, in my opinion. Then again, what do I know? It's also nearly time for me to change my needle. I could hear it. My everyday pattern. So my current handbag that I carry every day is Celine by Swoon. Before that, it was Baronia by Blue Keller. And before that, I can't remember. Hi, Bob. I also paid PDF. That's cool. I'm like, what have I missed? There's a lot going on. Express Post is very expensive, unfortunately. By the way, it's nearly a bag, guys. We're almost there. What about a favorite sew? I love to make Lola by Swoon. I know I say the word Swoon a lot, but they have some really cool patterns. I also really love that boombox bag. I'm going to make it again for my child in boy fabric because I think it's a really great unisex bag. So I'm going to do another video on that because I don't know. It's a good size for a kid. It was fun to sew. It was quick. It had piping, which was a nice accent, but it's an easy piping to install. So that's the most recent bag that I've really enjoyed sewing up. So I will be doing another one. It's the Cabin Airliner Cabin bag by Billy 50. I really enjoyed sewing it. It was fun. But Lola's really good because she's so quick. I didn't know you were still in here, Billy 50. Not just plugging your stuff. I just really like that bag. So I'm going to do one in PJ Masks. And I'm going to embroider the Catboy logo on the front for my child because he's going to love it. And that's going to be another video. Alright, so I always clip the bottom and then I come and match up that seam there because it's good to match it up. And then this bit gets pointed down. And then I'm going to put another clip on the other side. And then I'm going to put one more here in the middle. And then come back up the top and clip out to the corners. I know that doesn't seem methodical, but I promise it is. Wow, 162. Holy moly, I don't think I've ever been so popular. That's cool. So this is still part of the wholesale order. So I'm up to the last 10 baby bags, and this is number 4. I've got number 5 cut out next to me, and then I still need to cut more, but I actually think I'm going to run out of hardware before I get to that, because my hardware shipment is late. But the next bag is not toothless. It's going to be pink with the Australian galahs on it. So this is the next baby bag that's ready to go. Okay, so I just missed a whole lot. It looks like Susie's leaving. Bye! Thank you for joining us. So for this wholesale order that I have completed in 3 weeks, I have made 6 Combi Van wristlets, so the little wristlet ones. I have made 10 NCWs in the large size. I have made 10 Brooklyns by Swoon. I have made 5 Whippersnappers by me. 10 mini Denvers by Swoon, and then these. So that's what I've got done in the last 3 weeks, as well as all the videos, and as well as 2 custom orders slid in there as well. One was a Lynette business bag, and one was a Celine, and there was a third one which was a Lola. So I've had a very, very busy week, or 3 weeks, sorry. Well, it's not toothless. Oh, my child's toy's name is Toothless. This is Toothless. It's like a toy from How to Train Your Dragon, and he has it sitting on the next bag I'm making. So, yeah. So this is someone that has a shop in Mackay. She also does the babies and kids market. So she takes my stuff with her. And then I have another lady in WA that wholesales and then sells it at the markets that she does. And I've just had a third person contact me about putting some stuff in a shop she's about to open. Yes, wow. It's a lot of sewing. It's a lot of interfacing. I go through so much interfacing. It's insane. Toothless is awesome. My child loves Toothless. All right, so I'm going to chop off the excess at the curve so that it sits nicer. And then we're going to do my little hack where I sew bits together. I am so busy I need an assistant, but I don't quite make enough money yet to warrant getting one. Not yet. Did you expect it to get that big? I did not at all. So one of my wholesale ladies, the one in WA, she has sold out of most of the stuff she had from her last wholesale, that she's literally bought pretty much everything off my website. So if you go to my website at the moment, there's nothing for sale because I've sold it all. I definitely can do a video on interfacing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I'm doing here. I'm taking the outside piece and the lining piece at the top, and I'm going to stitch them together just like this much at the top so that the lining doesn't sag inside the bag. You don't want to do it all the way around or it's too hard to turn through. You looked this morning. Yes, it is very, very empty on my website at the moment. I've been cleared out. So after the wholesale order, every video that I do will then be for sale on the website. What do you want for your business in the future? So I have plans. I'm actually switching. I've decided that I'm never going to do markets because I don't have time. So I'm going to switch to more tutorials, more sewing videos, and eventually in a few years, I'd like to run retreats and sewing workshops. I think that's right up my alley because I really enjoy teaching. So that's what I would like to do going forward, and get more and more like hardware and bag stuff so I can make up kits for everybody. So people that are new to sewing have the kits to help them. That's where I would like to go. We'll see how we go though. First in line. Sounds like a wonderful plan. Thank you. I mean, that'd be so cool if I could tour. I could just set up like workshops every weekend and stuff. But first I think I should go to a retreat just to see how it's run, because I don't really know what I'm doing for that. But I think it would be amazing. And then if I've got enough patterns, we would sew my patterns at the retreat so I could teach you all my tips and tricks with my patterns, and then I don't have to worry about any copyright infringements using other people's patterns. Hi, Laurie. So that's what I would like to do. Mainly, that wasn't my plan at the start of the year, but you guys seem to really enjoy me talking a lot, and I seem to be really good at talking a lot. So I feel like it works out. Retreats have lots of wine. That's good to know. So I'd start off with one probably in Seymour, near where I live at the moment, unless we get posted, you know, and then I could end up anywhere. And then I could eventually get bigger and bigger. So I think for the main part, it'd be more about helping people find accommodation and finding a hall to hire. And then the catering service, because I am not cooking. I have thought quite a lot about this. I think about this while I'm sleeping. Oh, thanks, Bob. Best keep the wine for after the sewing. Do I worry about being posted? Nah, it's kind of fun. I get to travel without like an over amount of hassle. So like I was just in Townsville last year. Now I'm down here doing fun stuff here. And then who knows where I'll end up next. Could be South Australia, could be WA, could be Brisbane, could be Sydney. Who knows? So you might be lucky enough that next time I get posted, it's closer to you right when I start sewing tutorials. Who knows? Honestly, I don't know. So hubby's from WA. See, I don't like wine, so there'd also be spirits because I'm a spirits girl. Have everyone bring a dish to pass. Saves on the money for the retreats. Yeah, but if you're flying in, that wouldn't necessarily work out. So if you've flown from, you know, Brisbane to Melbourne to come to a retreat, you can't then be expected to show up with baked goods. Local ones, fair enough, but otherwise, it might spoil. So being posted means we get posted to different army barracks across Australia. So currently he's posted at Puckapunyal. And this is only a 2-year posting. So we only stay here for 2 years, and then they tell us we have to go somewhere else. So WA is Western Australia. Sorry, I forget you guys aren't from Australia. So WA is just Western Australia. It's like when you guys write ON for you, I think Ontario. I don't really know. I'm not really good at the whole abbreviation thing in general. Here comes the hard part, the bottom. The bottom's not hard. You've got to treat it as a 3D object. I'm sure you're sick of me saying that too, but here we go. So I'm just going to take off 2 clips so that I can get my foot in. Oh, and Ontario. Look at me, I knew one. I'm very excited about that. An AK, is that Arkansas? I'm going to play this game. Sorry, it really amuses me. Some people use hotels to do the teaching or conference and their clients stay at the hotel. See, that's smart. This is why I should go to one. Oh, it's Alaska. Is AR Arkansas? I don't know. Abbreviations have never been my thing. All right, so this is the bit everybody freaks out about, right? Are you ready? You just grab it from here and pull the bag towards you as you stitch around the corner. Ta-da! And then I'm still pushing, so I'm pushing it down now around the next corner. Or you can rent a house for the weekend, which has a lot of bedrooms. See, that'd be smart too. It'd just have to have a lot of sections with a lot of tables and chairs and PowerPoints and stuff. I mean, obviously I can bring a crap ton of power boards. I don't know. I think it would be really, really fun to host a retreat. Is posting in Germany. Wow, that's cool. And the beauty of my current business is I can do it from anywhere. Because I'm online, basically, and I post things to you. See, look, we're still just going around as a 3D object, and look at that, we've finished the base. That wasn't so scary. Ta-da! Looking at wedding venues with function centers. Ooh, clever. Those wedding venues have all the tables. See, this is why I should publicly talk about things. You guys have got great ideas. Yes, it's obviously after Corona and stuff like that. Lots of people are doing virtual retreats. How does that work? Can someone please explain the virtual retreat? I could do that. Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, I drink a lot of water, so I'd have a lot of toilet breaks. Look at us dreaming about traveling when so many are in lockdown. We are in lockdown. How do virtual retreats work? That is my dream, to actually buy a property to have craft sewing retreats near the water. See if that'd be cute. Maybe use Zoom or Teams and then can speak. So yeah, so that's the other thing. I need to have enough money to be able to buy enough stuff to have bag kits ready. So part of the retreat, all you'd have to bring is the fabric you want to use, and I will supply everything else. Except the sewing machine. You have to bring your own sewing machine, because I don't have, 10 in semi-industrial whatevers. All right, I just chopped off the excess, by the way, because it helps the bag sit flatter. I'll speak Welsh. It's cool in theory. I don't know. A virtual retreat would be fun. I would totally play that game, guys. I'm terrible with accents, but I do try really hard. I just squint at you while I'm listening. I don't mean to look rude. It's just how it is. All right. Pull that base out. I'm a Geordie, Northeast UK. No one would understand me. Ha 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 ha. Look at us go. Alright, so now I'm going to stick my hand into the zipper pocket and pull through the bottom of the bag, because it's always easier to do that. Pay for the hire. Oh, that's clever. I like that idea. Find someone to hire the machines from. It's got to be someone. How much fun would it be? Oh, now you've got me dreaming about things I want to do. I still need a few more patterns though. I've only kind of got 2. I got a bit overexcited and forgot to put the base on, but that's okay. It actually doesn't matter. You can put it on now. Start at the short end. Again, I will not be pinning this. I really like the green on this. I know Yoda's not as green as everything else, but whatever. It's still cool. So just keep rotating this around, and you don't even have to pin it. See, and I could show you this up close and personal in a retreat. I guess explain it till the cows come home. But basically, I'm just lining up the two and hovering them over. So when I do a curve, the ruffles are on the outside. And hold this last bit as a curve. Hold it up as a 3D object. I know you can't really see what my hands are doing right now. I'm also pretty sure I just ran out of bobbin thread again. This takes like a lot of bobbins. Actually, I'm out. Look at that. All right. Looks good. Look. Catch the rest later. Bye, Cheryl. A producer would look on it as advertising, maybe not charge too much. That'd be cool. Can you please answer the joining questions for Facebook? Oh, thanks, Jenny. Your sewing technique has a lot to do with your clothes making. It does, probably, because I make clothes first. So the whole hold as a 3D object is how you put in sleeves. You can't hold it flat. It doesn't work. You have to hold it up. We're going to do another bobbin for the last little bit, guys. And also, don't forget to oil your bobbin holder part. I do discuss this in several videos. It is very important to put just a couple of drops of oil on your bobbin while you do this at full speed. Haha! Oh no, that was not ideal. Accidentally just threw the bobbin in the bin. Whoops. Yeah, one day I'm going to do a sewing retreat and it is going to be awesome. How many days a week do I sew? 4 to 5. So every Monday, Tuesday, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when I do videos is the days that my child is at daycare. So I can sew then. And then on Mondays and Fridays, I'm either prepping bags or just trying to sew a little bit. So I usually only get max of 1 bag done on those days because my child's home. So when he's happy to watch TV for like half an hour, I'll pop in here and cut a bag or sew a bag or, you know, embroider it and prep it and stuff. So I sew most days. I try not to sew on weekends because I try to have some family time. But I have been sewing on weekends lately because of this order. And because sometimes, you know, I just want to sew or I want to make myself something or my child something. So I sew a lot, really. You hear how quiet my bobbin case is now? It's beautiful. All right. Scissors again. Chop off the excess again. Right. Shove the base back into the bag. And then flip the corners down like that. And stitch it up. We're nearly done, guys. Sewing portion's done anyway. All we need to do is put the handles on. And see, because I stitched that to there, remember how I did that little weird stitch? This doesn't sag at all. Like, it's stuck to the top piece. Push your corners out. Awesome. All right, back to my handles. Weirdly enough, you should have 4. So, for 2 of them, I'm going to take a permanent marker and my ruler and mark the holes I want to punch. Green is also my favorite color, so I really do love this bag. I haven't seen The Mandalorian though, so I don't, obviously I get it's Baby Yoda, but I don't really know the story behind it. Good night, Doreen. Thank you for joining us. So I'm only going to put these dots on 2 of the 4 handles because the other 2 are for the pram attachment ones. So wholesale depends on if they've given me the fabric or not. So sometimes my wholesale people will send me fabric and ask me to make up stuff specifically for them. So they obviously charge less for that. But it's 35 to 40% off retail is how I work that out because I'm still paying for everything else. So now I'm just going to punch all the holes with my awesome hole punch. If you don't have one of these, it's awesome and I highly recommend it too. Thanks, Missy. Misty, sorry. The bag come out gorgeous. This is a really nice pattern. All right, so that's my 4 holes for my handles. While I've got this here, I may as well do the other ones as well. Whoops. So I'm just going to thread it in. I'm technically not done yet, but that's okay. If you guys are leaving, that's cool. So I'm going to fold it in like this and then squish the bit where I started and ended because I don't want to see the extra thick thread where I've backstitched. And then I'm going to punch a hole through all the layers right in the middle. Like that. And what color hardware? Black, so I want some of these. Don't be fooled by my little containers. There are literally hundreds of rivets in here. Absolutely hundreds. And because I have 2 rivet set presses, I can just squish that down. And so that's now the handle that will attach the bag to your pram if you want it. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining, for those that are leaving. It's been fun. We've talked about heaps of cool stuff. Chickens and retreats and fabric shops and everything. All right, I can put this one away now. All my holes are punched. And grab this one. So these, what you do is you loop them. Pretend this is your pram, right? This is, you can't really see. Hold on, let me stick it in my lap. Pretend this is the pram strap. You thread it through like this, and then you can clip the bag on. So they're just little like attachments so you can have your bag attached to your pram for those that buy prams that can do that. So they're just like extra little slip-on straps. Put them in the bag. I'm going to put the strap in the bag so I don't lose it. Because of the way they're designed, you can literally just wrap them around anything that's near you. So if you're out and next to a fence, for example, you could hang the baby bag off the fence so it's not sitting on the floor. It's just another cute little add-on. The bag pattern comes with them if you buy it. A pram. So I don't know what the other word for pram is. Up and through. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff. A stroller. There we go. In Australia, we call them a pram. I didn't even think that that would be a different word. My bad. Or a buggy. There we go. A baby carrier with wheels. Let's go with that. Squishing my... Perambulator. Look at you bringing out the big words. Did I miss a hole? I didn't punch that hole properly. Or, oh no, I did. Oh no, we're cool. I'm just slightly delusional. Don't mind me. Next one. Squish. I highly recommend cam presses for squishing stuff. It doesn't over squish them. This bag's awesome. I highly recommend this pattern. It's adorable. If you like slip pockets. If you don't like slip pockets, then this bag is not for you because the whole outside is just slip pockets. Alright guys, there you go. One Yoda baby bag with lots and lots and lots of green on them. Yes, it now says seems legit, just for those that forget. So there you go, guys. I hope this was a fun 2 hours and 12 minutes. We've been here for ages, but it was fun. Now I've done one more bag. So I will see you guys all next time. I will be doing a tutorial again tomorrow, but it won't be live. So when I've recorded it, I will upload it. Don't hold me to a time though, because I'm not sure. It's been pretty fun today. We've talked about lots of cool stuff that's totally unsewing related, and I love it. We'll do another live next Wednesday, unless I've got stuff going on.